Hello everyone, it is Storm Ranger, and today, back with a brand new Fortnite video. In today's Fortnite video, we're going over the brand new Week 10 challenges that just got released to Fortnite Season 8. In this video, I'll be going over each and every one of the Week 10 challenges and everything that you need to know about how to complete these challenges. On screen now, you can see what these challenges are. Credit to @Lucas7Yoshi_ on Twitter for leaking these challenges, and credit to an article by Fortnite Intel for organizing these challenges into a clean article. There are a bunch of really cool challenges that range from flying through hoops with a cannon to searching a treasure map signpost that can be found in Junk Junction. So because of that, in this video, I'm going to make sure that you guys know everything that you need to do so you can complete these challenges as fast as possible. Just to remind you all, if you're excited for these challenges, make sure to subscribe. That way you're notified every single time I post a brand new weekly challenge video. These challenges come out every single week. Also, don't forget to use code STORMS in the item shop when buying Fortnite skins. Whenever you make a purchase using my code, you are supporting the channel a ton. Here's a shout out to a few of you guys who are using my code in the item shop. If you want to be shouted out in a future video, feel free to use my code and let me know in the comments or on Twitter, and maybe you'll be shouted out in a future video. Anyways, with that being said, let's get right into the video. So anyways, the time you're watching this video, these challenges are currently available in the game. However, the time I'm recording this video, these challenges have not been released yet. However, they have been leaked. Because of that, it is possible that a few of these challenges I go over in this video are different by the time you're watching this video. So anyways, just keep that in mind as we go through these challenges. So anyways, on screen I can see what the challenges are. First of these challenges is to launch through 3 flaming hoops with a cannon. And if you can complete this challenge, you'll be rewarded 5 battle pass stars or half a battle pass tier. And this challenge is very easy as long as you know the locations of the flaming hoops. On screen now, you can see the location of all of the flaming hoops on the map. All you have to do is land at the cannon location, which is near these flaming hoops. On screen now, you can see where the location of all the cannons are on the Fortnite map. On screen now as I speak, you can see a YouTuber by the name of Flip Arts shooting himself through these flaming hoops. The video you can see on screen now is not my video. It is from a YouTuber called Flip Arts. He made a video on all the different locations of the flaming hoops and how to shoot yourself through them. I'll link the video in the description down below. I highly recommend you go check the video out and subscribe to his channel. Anyways, what I recommend you do is I recommend you land at the cannon location where I Flip Arts land at in the video. Then aim the cannon at the flaming hoop in a similar way that Flip Arts aimed the cannon at the flaming hoop. Then finally, shoot yourself through the flaming hoop. As long as you do this, you should be able to easily launch yourself through these 3 flaming hoops. In terms of what day mode you should play this in, it depends on what your preference is. If you do not care about your kill to death ratio, I recommend you go into a game of solos. You shoot yourself through the first cannon location, then die, and then go into another match, and then do that for the other 2 cannon locations. Of course, you can do this in Team Rumble if you want. However, keep in mind, you will need to travel between 3 different cannon locations in a single match, which may take a little bit more time. Anyways, if you followed my advice, this challenge should be very easy to complete. So the next challenge is a multiple stage challenge. The first stage is to harvest 500 wood in a single match. This will reward you 2 battle pass stars, or 20% of a battle pass tier. The next stage is to harvest 500 brick in a single match. This will reward you 1 battle pass star, or 10% of a battle pass tier. The final stage is to harvest 500 metal in a single match. This will reward you 2 battle pass stars, or 20% of a battle pass tier. Overall, 4 battle pass stars, or 40% of battle pass tier, will be rewarded from the 3 stages of this challenge. Now, this challenge is very easy. All you need to do is harvest 500 of each of these mats. In terms of harvesting, it should take you around 3 or 4 minutes of time in order to harvest these mats. My best recommendation is, of course, to go into Team Rumble, because you cannot be killed in Team Rumble. Well, you can be killed, however, when you're killed, you of course respawn. Because of that, you do not need to worry about being killed when harvesting mats. And since the games take around 15 minutes in length, you will definitely have enough time to harvest 500 mats. Just remember, you cannot complete more than 1 stages of this challenge in a single match, meaning once you harvest 500 wood in a single match, you can't go ahead and harvest 500 bricks in the same match. Because of that, make sure you complete each stage of this challenge in different matches. Also, in terms of which location you should land, where you can find a lot of wood, a lot of brick, and a lot of iron, I will show on screen now a few locations I recommend that you land. Right now you can see where you should land to harvest wood. Now you can see where you should land to harvest brick. And finally, you can now see where you should land in order to harvest iron. Anyways, if you follow my advice for this challenge should be very easy to complete. So the next challenge is to eliminate 3 opponents at tilted towers or the block. And you can complete this challenge you'll be rewarded a total of 10 Battle Pass stars or 1 Battle Pass tier. My best recommendation for this is to land at Tilted Towers in a normal game of Fortnite. Now yes, that does sound crazy, however just hear me out. The reason you should do this is Tilted Towers always has a lot of people landing there. And at a place like Tilted Towers, the early game is very luck oriented. As I've already said in so many of my weekly challenge guides, a really good player could get a really powerful gun like a blue pump, and a really bad player could get a really bad gun such as a gray pistol or no gun at all. Because the early game is so luck oriented, no matter what your skill level is, if you land a populated location enough times, you're bound to get 3 kills. Of course, this likely will take a few games, however, these games should be short in length, considering you landed a really populated area where you're likely going to die in the first few minutes. Anyways, since the early game is so luck oriented, I simply recommend you land Tilted Towers a few times, and after around 15 minutes, you should have been able to complete this challenge and get an extra 10 Battle Pass stars or 1 Battle Pass tier. So those were the 3 free challenges. In order to complete those challenges, you didn't need to own the Battle Pass. The remainder of these challenges you must own the Battle Pass for. The first of these challenges is to deal 500 damage with an infantry rifle or a heavy assault rifle. And if you can complete this challenge, you will reward a total of 5 Battle Pass stars or half a Battle Pass tier. Now, this game mode should be very easy, playing a large team game mode where you can respawn, such as Team Rumble, Food Fight, or Disco Domination. Because in game modes like that, players aren't playing the game very seriously. They don't care if they get hit or if they die, because they can respawn. That's also true for yourself. You can spend as much time as you want looting to find an infantry rifle or a heavy assault rifle. And once you find those weapons, you don't need to worry about losing it, because if you die, you can simply respawn. Then you can spend the rest of the game trying to hit opponents. Since these game modes are often chaotic, and since players don't really care if they die, it shouldn't be too hard to hit opponents a few times. In order to complete this challenge, you need to hit an opponent around 17 or 18 times. That is definitely not too hard to complete in a single match. Of course, if you don't complete it in one match, you can always go into another match and try and complete this challenge in another match of Team Rumble. Anyways, if you follow my advice, you should easily be able to complete this challenge and get an extra 5 Battle Pass stars or half a Battle Pass tier. So the 5th challenge is another multiple stage challenge. So the first stage is to search the treasure map signpost found in Junk Junction, and if you can complete the stage, you'll be rewarded 2 Battle Pass stars or 20% of a Battle Pass tier. In the next stage, you search the X on the treasure map signpost that is found in Junk Junction, and if you can complete the challenge, you'll be rewarded a total of 1 Battle Pass star or 10% of a Battle Pass tier. If you can complete these 2 stages, you'll be rewarded a total of 3 Battle Pass stars or 30% of a Battle Pass tier. Now, it is likely that once these challenges are released, they will reward more Battle Pass stars. However, the numbers that I'm telling you right now are the numbers that I know of at this time. Anyways, on screen now, you can see where the first location for the first stage is. This is the signpost that is found in Junk Junction. In order to complete the first stage, all you need to do is visit this signpost that is found in Junk Junction. Then simply hold the button that you usually hold in order to open a chest. Now, from the video you can see on screen, the signpost is in fact blank. That is because the challenge is not yet released at the time of making this video. However, by the time you're watching this video, this challenge will be released. Because of that, once you visit the signpost, you will see the location of an X on the treasure map. Now on screen, you can see where this X is. All you have to do is land on the location you can see on screen and look for the image of a Battle Pass star. Once you find it, simply hold the button that you usually use to open a chest. If you do that, you can easily complete the second stage of this challenge. Now anyways, when completing this challenge, I recommend you simply go into a game of solos, and then visit the first location, then die and exit the game. Then for the second stage, search the X at the second location, and then once you complete that stage and the entire challenge, die, and then leave the game. Just remember, when completing this challenge, you cannot directly leave the game when you are still alive. You must die first, and then leave the game using the button that you would usually push when you die in a match. If you leave the game before you die, then the progress that you achieve towards any challenge in that game will not be counted towards completing any challenge. Anyways, if you do this, you can easily complete this challenge and get an extra few Battle Pass stars for your Battle Pass. So the next challenge is to deal 100 damage within 10 seconds of landing after using a volcano vent. And if you can complete this challenge, you're awarded a total of 10 Battle Pass stars or 1 Battle Pass tier. Now this challenge is very difficult because 100 damage is a lot. You only have 10 seconds. However, nor does it say that you can't try several times. Meaning, if on your first attempt you're able to deal 30 damage after landing from a volcano vent, it is possible that your progress will then roll over towards your second attempt, or if you got 70 damage, then the combination of the 2 attempts will lead to you completing this challenge. However, this is only speculation, and I am not entirely sure yet. Unfortunately, we aren't going to know until someone tries this in-game. So to complete this challenge, I recommend you go into Team Rumble. Then you play the match for about 30 seconds to a minute. Then, once the location of the storm circle is announced, if there are no vents in the center of the storm circle, then leave the match and join another game of Team Rumble. Do this several times until you get a storm circle with vents in the center of the storm. If you do not know where the location of the vents are, on screen now you can see where all the locations of all of the volcano vents are. Refer to this map to make sure that there are volcano vents in the center of the storm circle in Team Rumble. The reason it's at the center is because most players are often concentrated in the center. If there's a volcano vent in the center of the storm circle, then it's definitely possible that there'll be plenty of players near the volcano vent. And if that's the case, because you can respawn in Team Rumble, you will have several chances in order to complete this challenge. You can simply go into a volcano vent, then land, take 10 seconds, try and hit a few players, then once you either die or your 10 seconds are up, you can try again. Anyways, if you do this challenge should be made a lot easier. So the 7th challenge and the final challenge of Season 8 is to eliminate 2 opponents from closer than 5 meters away. And if you can complete this challenge, you'll be rewarded 10 Battle Pass stars or 1 Battle Pass tier. Now in order to complete this challenge, my best advice is to use a shotgun. That is by far the best way to kill an opponent at close range. And of course, like what I've said, for every single weekly challenge guide that I made this season, play in Team Rumble. Because you can respawn in Team Rumble, players don't care if they die because they can respawn. Then when you're in Team Rumble, simply try your best to get as close to an opponent as you can and then try and kill them. Now the easiest way to do this is by using a glider. Of course, you can do this by using a volcano vent or a portal rift, but the easiest way to get close to someone using a glider is from using the glider that you get from when you respawn. You often spawn near enemy opponents. Because of that, you can glide right next to an enemy opponent. Because of that, I recommend you do that. When you respawn, use your glider and try and glide close to an enemy opponent. Then, once you're close to them, within 5 meters, then kill them with the shotgun. Try and land behind an enemy opponent, because it's definitely possible that they won't hear you coming, that they'll be a sitting duck. Team Rumble is a very hectic game. There are often people flying everywhere in Team Rumble. Because of that, it's definitely possible they won't hear you coming. They'll be standing still and there'll be a free kill for you. Anyways, if you do this very hard challenge should be made a lot easier. So anyways, that has been my final challenge guide for Season 8. That has been how to complete all of the Week 10 challenges for Fortnite Season 8. I am planning on carrying this series over to Season 9. So if you want to be notified when I post my weekly challenge guides for Season 9, make sure to subscribe and turn notifications on. Also, feel free to use code STORMS in the item shop. If you're using code STORMS, then you'll be supporting the channel every single time that you make a purchase in the item shop. I really hope this video was able to entertain you, and I really hope I was able to help you out. I really hope after watching this video, you now know how to complete the Week 10 challenges. Anyways, with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!